And we are back. My name is Roberto, and in this video I'm going to explain to you how to get the perfect race start in F1 23 with these 3 simple steps. The start of a race is a crucial moment with which you can gain or lose positions in a matter of seconds. To increase your chances of a successful race start in F1 23, I'm going to explain to you how to get the perfect start, and we will talk about preparation, discuss different tips and techniques, as well as how to make the perfect race start in the rain. If you find this video helpful, then please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more F1 23 tips. Let's get started. Let's start right away with one of the most important steps to make the perfect start, and this step starts even before the race begins, because during the warm-up lap it is important to get your tires and brakes at the right temperature. How do you get your tires up to temperature during the warm-up lap? Weaving from side to side is a great way to warm up your front tires. Your rear tires warm up fastest by doing burnouts or accelerating quickly. Focus on the rear tires as well, because they are extremely important to get good traction at the start. Try to get your tires in the optimal window for the perfect race start. And how can you tell that your tires have reached the optimal temperature? You can see that in the MFD, in which your tires have a nice green color. If they are still blue, then your tires are a little too cold. You are now on the grid, the red lights are on and your tires are perfectly warmed up. Now it's time to reach the optimal RPM for the perfect race start. Controlling the RPM of your engine during the start is essential. If your RPM is too high, then you suffer from wheel spin. While starting with a too low for RPM, that can result in a slow start. Achieving the optimal RPM can be done in 2 different ways. Look at the RPM on the left side of where the gears are displayed. To have a perfect race start in F1 23, you should aim for an RPM between 9,000 and 11,000. This means that before the lights come on, you should accelerate to ensure that you are around this RPM. Personally, I'm not a fan of this method, and I find it easier to watch my throttle input. In the green bar you can see how much throttle you give, and with this I try to aim around 45 to 50% throttle input. If you can manage this before the lights go out, then you are well on your way to the perfect race start in F1 23. Now we continue with step 3. A good start from the line requires maximum traction, and this is why it is so important to warm up the tires properly, so that when the lights go out you can get immediate traction from the tires. Once the lights are out, slowly give more and more throttle input and short shift to the 2nd and 3rd gear fairly quickly. From 3rd gear is also when you first give full throttle. If you do this too soon, chances are you will spin or have wheel spin. In 3rd gear you also activate your ERS to give yourself as much speed as possible up to the first corner. These are the 3 steps for achieving a perfect start in F1 23. Now we'll discuss the perfect start using automatic gears and traction control as assist. Lastly, I will explain how to make the perfect start in rainy conditions. Short shifting is a technique for manually shifting gears. If you have automatic shifting enabled, you cannot short shift. However, this is not a problem and you can still follow these steps for an optimal race start. In F1 23, thanks to the relatively shorter gears, you can quickly reach 3rd gear, and from there you can give 100% throttle and activate your ERS at the same time. If you have traction control activated during the start even becomes easier. The initial steps remain unchanged, so you can still use around 50% throttle input or aim for RPM between 9,000 and 11,000. When the lights go out, you can already go full throttle from 2nd gear. Personally, I will still activate ERS from 3rd gear. This ensures that traction is optimal and helps avoid wheel spin. Do you want to have a great start when it's raining? There are 2 things that you need to do differently compared to when it's dry. The first change is the ideal RPM. In wet conditions, try to aim for RPM around 8,000 and 8,500. The second change is related to giving full throttle. In dry conditions you can do this from 3rd gear, but when it's raining, you wait a bit longer and shift up to 1 more gear before going full throttle. Apart from these changes, everything else we talked about in this video stays the same. Did this video help you get better starts in F1 23? Then please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new for more F1 23 tips. Thank you for watching.